Alright, so welcome to the new video. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about how to stay focused on your goals and not get sidetracked. Different things you guys can do to help you guys along that path and get you guys to your goal. So without further ado, let's get to the video. So first things first, I'm not trying to preach to you guys. I'm simply giving you guys information that I have learned through books, through experience, or through mentors, and just trying to help you guys and give you guys knowledge so we can all grow together and keep getting better. So that's the whole purpose of this entire channel. So yeah, let's get into it. So first thing that I highly recommend that I started doing about a year ago is constantly writing down your goals. So I'm not just saying just write them down in a notebook and then close it. I'm saying just take something like sticky notes, right? Really easy. Write down your goals. For me, I put them by the dashboard of my car. So every single day I see them, right? I have two of them. Every single day I have my goals right in front of me. So some days, I don't want to go and do something, but I get in my car and I look at those goals and I'm like, okay, this is why I'm doing it. So it's just a constant reminder of why you guys are doing what you're doing, and just to stay focused. And even though things might get hard, you might not want to do something, or something might try to be distracting you, right? Let's go and do this, let's go do this. Now I gotta stay focused on my goal, and it's always right in front of you, right? So you guys can put it by your mirror where you brush your teeth in the morning, by your bed, whatever, somewhere where you guys can just see it every day and help you guys have a constant reminder for what you guys are after. Super simple, so it's like, why not at least give it a try? So the second one is getting an accountability partner. I know now, especially with the whole quarantine thing, it's even harder to, stay on your path, stay focused, keep those habits in place, especially without a routine. So I think getting an accountability partner is great. Someone you guys can trust, and that will hold you accountable and not just let you slide on certain things. It can be a friend, it can be a parent, a coach, a mentor, whatever it is. Find someone that you trust, and then basically what you guys are going to do is just tell them what you're trying to accomplish. Maybe you want to save X amount of dollars a month. Maybe you want to get up at a certain time. Maybe you guys want to make a certain amount of shots. Whatever your goal is, whatever the habit you're trying to form, and then tell them, and they're going to hold you guys accountable. So not only do you have yourself and your own word to live up to, but you have the word that you said to somebody else that you're going to actually do something. So maybe daily, weekly, monthly, they're going to check in with you and basically just ask you, are you doing this? Did you do this today? Did you get it done? You said you were going to, so did you? Just by having another person there, having another voice, it's going to make it harder for you to just skimp out and not do it. I definitely find this pretty helpful, especially if you guys are trying to form certain habits or just get something done. So the third one, this one is a little more complex, but if you guys can take the time to do it, this will 100% help you. So I know a lot of people say, oh, trust the process, and you hear it a lot, so it kind of loses its value, but it has a lot of purpose. So there's been a lot of studies where if you focus on a process versus a product, you're going to have much better results. So your process is the things and habits that you guys do every day, and that product is just obviously that end goal, that end result. If you guys can take that end goal and turn it into a process, then all you have to do is focus on the process. So what I mean is, say you guys want to get a scholarship, say you guys want to be a millionaire, say you guys want to, get to a certain point in your life. You guys have to reverse engineer that. What kind of habits, what kind of person do I have to be to accomplish that? And then you just have to figure out, what do I have to do every day to become that person to accomplish that goal? So I know a lot of times, you have that big goal in your head, maybe a couple big goals, and it seems so far away, so it's so hard to just stay focused on that goal. So what you guys can do is, by creating this process, now it's only one day at a time. So instead of looking 10 years down the road and thinking, dang, this is so far away, how am I ever going to do this? Now you're just looking day by day. So you create that process. So for me, I'm trying to become the best trainer in the world, right? Now, what does that look like? What kind of habits do I have to create? What kind of things do I have to do every single day to get that? So I wrote it out in a notebook. I figured it out, I got to do X, Y, and Z. So now every day, I'm just doing X, Y, and Z. And then time will take its course, and eventually, I'll become that person that I want to be, so I can accomplish that. So whatever it is, maybe you want to have a huge YouTube channel, huge Instagram, save a lot of money. You just create that process, right? You want to save a lot of money, I have to work X amount of hours a week, I have to save X percent of that paycheck, and then I have to make sure I'm not spending X amount on unnecessary things, right? So just something simple like that. You want to get a scholarship, I have to make 500 shots every single day, 6 days a week, and then you just check it off. Boom, 500 this day, 500, 500, and you're just taking it day by day, right? So that just helps you guys essentially turn something that's huge into something that's just minuscule, and you can just keep focused day by day. It's a lot easier than looking 10 years out, obviously. Good. So the fourth thing that I really think is very beneficial, say maybe every single month you guys take a look back at that previous month and think about what you guys accomplished, what kind of habits you created, what you did and didn't do. Maybe you check, okay, who was I really hanging around with this month? Where did I spend a lot of my time? And then you just go back and say, is this taking me closer to my goal? So it's very easy, slowly over time, to create bad habits, hang around the wrong people. Maybe you start slacking in an area. And if you just let that go by unchecked, you're going to slowly start to go the other way, right? So every month, just review your previous month. Write it out in a notebook, 1 page, end of every single month. What did I do good? What did I do wrong, right? Maybe, you know what, I spent a little bit too much money this month, so I'm going to really take it back a little bit, right? You're keeping yourself in check constantly and making sure you're spending the energy in the right areas. Another thing that I really like to do is just take some time. So maybe you guys are feeling burnt out, you're having a tough time, you feel like you're not making any progress, is take some time, go and watch a documentary, go and watch a motivational video, listen to a podcast of someone that's in the area that you guys are trying to get to. So I think things like that really kind of just spark a little more motivation. I know for me, every now and then, I watch a documentary and it'll motivate me, right? You see other people going through adversity and then getting to where they want to go, and it's just like, you know what, I can keep going, just keep on moving. So finding ways that you guys can inspire yourself, even if it's just a short burst. You can't rely on those types of things, but every now and then I think it's a good thing to kind of just boost your morale, get your creativity going, get your mindset a little bit better, and just keep you guys moving in the right direction. So I definitely suggest that, especially if you guys are having a tough time. Do that. Find something to watch that's motivational. Now, don't just sit there and watch it for hours and hours and hours, but find something here and there that can just kind of spark you guys and keep you guys moving. And so the fifth and final thing is just keeping the bigger picture in mind. So like we've talked about, keeping those goals in mind, seeing them every single day. When things get hard, or when things even get pretty good but not great, it's easy to get off track, right? So you're having a tough time and you don't really have a clear vision of where you guys are trying to go. When things get hard, that's where it's easy to give up. But if you have that clear vision, you see the plan, you see where you're trying to go, it's a lot easier to keep moving forward. Now, I think for me personally, and this happens to a lot of other people too, is good things will come up, right? You'll have your setbacks, whatever, but something good will come up. It's not great, but it's good. Sometimes you have to say no to the good things to get to the great things. So if you have a vision in mind and you know that you can get there and something good comes up, sometimes you have to say no. So for me personally, I've had plenty of people who say, hey, you want to come and work for us? We'll pay you good money, all these things, hey, do you want to come here and do this? And I've had to say no to a lot of good things to trust my process, right? I know where I want to go, so I'm just trusting that process to get something great in the long run. So sometimes you got to say no to those good things to get to the great things, and you just got to keep that bigger picture, that vision that you guys have for yourself and for your future in mind. So it's obviously a process. Everyone has their ups and their downs. There are different things that they can do to keep motivated. These are just a couple things that I have done. There's plenty more that I have used. But these are just a quick little 5 that you guys can do, especially during this quarantine thing. It's definitely tougher. Everyone's out of their routine. You guys just got to find ways to just move forward just a little bit. Just move that needle forward little by little every single day, even if it's a lot harder right now. And then obviously this is going to be all over eventually. So you just got to keep moving forward, right? No one else is stopping. Your competition isn't stopping. They're still moving forward. So you guys got to find your way. Figure out what you guys can do to keep moving forward. So hopefully you guys can implement 1 to possibly all 5 of these. Hopefully this gives you guys a reminder to just stay focused and stay on that mission, and hopefully get to where you guys are trying to go. If you guys have any more ideas for different videos that you guys want to see, please drop them below. I'll get to filming them and I'll drop them for you guys. So appreciate you guys watching. We out. We'll see you guys next week.